What's up, guys? Okay, so I'm going to do a couple homework problems from you. I know that I'm not there. My youngest daughter's got a little cold symptoms. I really just think it's the cold, but COVID times, you got to get her tested before she can go back to school. So I'm home with her. Okay, so let's talk about section 2.2. I'm just going to do a couple problems just so that you have at least some help for me today. I know I'm not there, but you can be helping each other. Hopefully, let's look at question number 15. Okay, so 15 is probably, if you looked at question 13, maybe you were able to do that, right? It's just the squaring thing, 3x squared plus x plus 5. Hopefully you guys can do that. Maybe I'll just actually go back and do that one next just to make sure you can do the basics. But let's start here with a little bit more challenging one. They give us 5 square root of x minus 1. Okay, so we're going to be working off of this formal definition of the derivative, which is the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus the function itself over h. So over here, I'm going to write the derivative of this function is equal to the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h. So that just means go in and plug in x plus h instead of x, right? And then you're supposed to subtract the original function, which is 5 square root of x minus 1 all over h. Okay, so all I did is I used my definition and plugged it in. Now, limit process, right? This is 0 over 0. So we're supposed to multiply by a conjugate of this really ugly thing, x plus h minus 1. And then we're going to switch this to a plus, and we're going to do 5 square root of x minus 1. And you got to do it over the exact same thing, x plus h minus 1 plus 5 times x minus 1. Okay, and hopefully lots of good things happen, meaning at some point, you guys, we're going to have to get rid of this h because it's a big problem, right? So hopefully this factors out and we can cancel with this at some point. So let's do the ugly algebra here. First times first, 5 times 5 definitely is 25. And then the square roots of those things go away, so you just are left with x plus h minus 1. Okay, then the outsides and the insides cancel. We've talked about that multiple times. So the last thing you have to do is this last term times this last term, which is going to be negative 25 times the square root going away just leaves x minus 1. But downstairs now we have this disaster, right? It can't go away, so just keep writing it, which is annoying. I get it. Okay, and let's see what happens here. So let's distribute, and we're going to get 25x plus 25h minus 25. That's these three terms. And then this becomes minus 25x and then plus 25. All over, I'm just going to do h and I'm this stuff. I'm fine with that for homework, right? I know it's all that. I don't want to write it. Then look what all cancels, you guys. Your x's go away. Your 25s go away, leaving you just with 25h. So now I have 25h over h. Now I'm going to write this stuff because I'm actually going to do the limit. And these h's will cancel. And then if you re-engage the calc, if you take the limit as h goes to 0, you're supposed to go plug in 0 for h. There's only one h left. So this all becomes 25 over 5 square root of x minus 1 plus 5 square root of x minus 1. All right, so that's our answer, but we can simplify. Now there's 10 of these downstairs. So I've got 25 over 10 square root of x minus 1, because 5 and 5 are the same thing, make 10 of them. And then that reduces, right? This 5 goes in there 5 times, and then here 2 times. Okay, so ugly algebra for sure, no doubt, right? But this is not going to be what's on your test, right? Number 13, you should be able to do number 13. As far as difficulty goes, that's totally doable, and it's probably even a little bit more harder, just because I don't have the time. I can't make you guys spend so much time on one problem, right? So don't stress over that, but that's an example of how to use it. Let's just do a quick, easy one, and then I got to get out of here because I'm literally in my classroom on Sunday, and it's no fun. So it's 13 is 3x squared plus x plus 5. Okay, and we're going to use the same definition up above. The derivative is the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h, which is 3 times x plus h squared, plus another x plus h, plus 5, and then subtract, right, the original function, which is 3x squared plus x plus 5, all over h. Okay, now you have to be able somehow to do this. I'm going to obviously do this faster than probably you would because this is what I do for a living, right? I'm going to square that and distribute the 3 all at once. You should be able to figure out that that term is 3x squared plus 3 times 2x h's is 6x h's plus 3x, h squared. Then I've got plus x plus h plus 5. Then when I distribute, negative 3x squared minus x minus 5. It is all algebra. It's not terrible. And in these problems, hopefully you guys now know this h is a problem down here. But look what magically happens up top. This 3x squared goes away with that. That negative 5 and that positive 5. That negative x and that positive x. Leaving you with nothing but stuff that has h in it. Right? All over h. So I've just got that guy and that guy and that guy left. Right? And now that they all have h's, take an h out. And you're left with 6x plus 3h plus 1 all over h, which is the whole goal of these problems. Those h's cancel. And as you engage your limit, this h term will go to 0, right? Because I'm plugging in 0 for h. That's what that says, leaving me with just 6x plus 1. Game, set, match. Yeah, so there's a couple. I think that'll get you guys started. I think the next one you guys would try, with this guy, hopefully you can do number 19, right? Number 19 is 2x squared minus 5x. 2x squared minus 5x. You'll practice this algebra stuff, right? You should get at the end, right? We know this from our power rule, right? We know we better get 4x minus 5. If you get that, you guys are good to go, right? You're good with that. Okay. Happy Monday. I checked out the GHS Instagram account, man. The game was looking fire. You guys were going crazy. I got to get to one of those. So that is my goal. Have a great day. Hopefully the sub's good to go. And we'll get going tomorrow. If you look to the right, I updated the calendar over there. So we're starting with the power rule tomorrow. And we're just going to roll through the lessons to our 3-day weekend. Bye, guys. Take care.